We have a special guest with us here today. V1, where is my height button? Oh, V only. Hope Gordon. Hope, we're excited that you're here to share with us today. And I know you are such an AI enthusiast, such a tech enthusiast that we have a lot to learn from you. I just wanted to say as well, thank you for showing up this weekend, showing up and smiling and networking with everybody. It meant a lot and it was great to see you there. And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to the one and only Hope Gordon. Hope, are you ready for them?
Born ready.
Born ready. Born ready. Everybody say welcome to Hope in the chat. Oh, look at that. You already have the pictures up from this weekend in your PowerPoint presentation. Come on, y'all. Come on, give it up for Hope. That picture was taken on Saturday. Come on, y'all. Hope, turning it over to you.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. I am so glad to be here. When I got home from the AI Impact Summit, it was so great that I just had to do a little bit of social media. So I used Opus Clips to create some shorts from some of the video footage that we've seen. So here you see me with Alicia Little and Nehemiah Davis, feeling like I'm being flanked by paparazzi. So it was a really good time. It was really inspirational. And on that note, today what I want to talk to you guys about is GEO, which is the new SEO. And if you don't know what GEO is, I'm going to explain it in a minute. And basically how to get found in the age of AI and turning your AI search engine into your sales engine. So that's the subtopic. So the actual topic, we're talking about GEO and SEO. Then we're going to talk about how to get found in the age of AI. And again, we're going to talk about what does that mean for you as a consultant. So put a 1 in the chat if you know what SEO is. Let's see, I'm getting quite a few. Okay, good. How many people know the difference between SEO and GEO? Put a 2 in the chat if you know the difference between SEO and GEO. And I see Tammy Locust, D Myers, they know what SEO. Michelle knows, has been learning. She puts a 1.5, but I bet she's a 2. Ray is a 2. Rebecca 2. Okay, well, good. That is exactly why we're here. So, everyone comes in and shares different things. Iron sharpens iron. So when we talk about SEO, that's search engine optimization, and you may think about that more so with Google. And that's just the way that marketers have historically in the past been able to help people get their rankings in like Google search. So for instance, if you have a business and you want to, and somebody Googles you, your ultimate goal is to be number one, that number one option on that search page. Generative engine optimization is optimizing for AI recommendations. So it's across multiple platforms, pretty much any other platforms that we can think of: Chat GPT, Perplexity, Gemini. And it aims for single trust recommendation, and then as opposed to SEO that competes in the top 10 list when we talk about Googling something. So we're going to talk about why it matters, but before we go into, this relates to why it matters, but just again, coming back off the high of attending the AI Summit, I used my Opus Clips to put together some of the videos to promote what I had, the participation from the audience. So right here, we're going to see Nehemiah, and he's talking about AI and why it matters.
This means that every single
Oh, you know what? It's a little low, but I'll put well, it's a little low, so just kind of listen carefully.
means that every single day, Gary Vee hasn't been wrong yet. I went to an event. He says you should be doing an hour a day on AI. I don't care if you're reading it. I don't care if you're listening to it. I don't care if you're doing prompts. I just heard an 11-year-old build a no-code tool in a few minutes. Where you at, 11-year-old? Clap it up for you and the 12 hours.
And then this was me getting my AI consultant certification certificate, which I had completed the program back in late June. So this was quite a surprise and an honor that I was getting it by the Little Sisters. So let me just stop that. And
This means that
so we're pivoting back to why GEO matters. We know why AI matters, but now let's talk about GEO. So early adopters will own the market. So we are considered early adopters. I know sometimes people feel overwhelmed and like you don't know anything, but you probably know more than 90% of the population at this point. Most businesses haven't heard of GEO. Again, that stands for Generative Engine Optimization. Consultants who act now get authority and first mover advantage. So it's estimated that AI search is going to surpass SEO, which is when you Google something, meaning the window of opportunity is right now. So the bottom line for your audience is if your clients aren't GEO ready, they're going to be invisible. And as an AI consultant, that invisibility is your opportunity.
every single day, Gary.
So let's talk about how GEO works. So it goes to trusted sources and it pulls from those structured, authoritative information. It looks for consistent, reliable information across all platforms. It prioritizes recent, relevant content that answers users' questions. So you can't forget about your Google profile because that still matters. So I want you guys, if you can do two things at once, we're going to Google your business right now. Is the info correct? What have you recently uploaded a photo? Have you posted in the last 30 days? So put a 1 in the chat if you Googled your information. If you can Google your business right now and see it in the Google business profile. So D Myers, you don't have a business yet. So I left okay, so based on the feedback, I'm going to go back and do a couple of things. So we got a bunch of ones in here. Shanita, 1, Letitia, 1. Dr. Tanya says, just my Facebook and news coverage. Okay. So let me see the 2s if you do not have a Google business profile. Let me see the 2s. Okay, Karen, Bobby, Ann, Rosie, Susan. Deanna, Kristen, 2s. Let me ask you guys something. Is it because you don't have a business name yet? Okay, so Karen says just started her business. So Mikey says no business yet. Okay. Lisa, you said some people destroyed with negative reviews. Lisa, did you respond to those negative reviews? And another way to use AI is to do that chat GPT, put in that negative review and ask for a response that puts you in a favorable light. So, Dr. Tanya, you want to know, should it pull my website? Absolutely. Kimberly says it only shows my LinkedIn when I Google my business. Okay, so we're going to do a little quickie. Judging from all of the people who are responding, let's just I'm going to go and I'm going to show you my Google, and I'm going to show you some quick wins to put it up. So one of the audits, the quick mini audit for your Google is your information correct? Do you have recent photo or photos uploaded? Have you posted anything on your Google profile in the last 30 days? So these are your quick wins over here. 4 quick wins for you if you have not. Across the board, the name of your business must be consistent, the address must be consistent, and the phone number must be consistent. So for me, I use serving Greater Cincinnati and New York as my address, and I think it may slow me down, but I still appear. But anyway, you're going to go to add quality images. You want to post weekly. And you want to use conversational keywords in services and in your services and categories. So in the chat, who can tell me, if you don't know where to find your conversational keywords, how can you find your conversational keywords? In the chat, somebody give me an answer. All right, Rosie says chatty. And Deanna says chat GPT. Janet, chat and Claude. Susan says Claude. Okay, so you got it. Anything that we don't know, don't panic. You just go to your favorite GPT. So when we talk about generative engine optimization strategies, and this is where we're taking that SEO, which we get from Google. We want to make sure our Google profile looks good, because it's the GEO is going to pull from that. So the first thing you want to do is audit your presence. You want to check consistency across platforms and identity gaps. You want to structure your content for AI, where you create clear, authoritative content that answers specific questions. You want to build your authority by establishing connections and credibility. You want to publish on AI-friendly platforms. Leverage Medium. I just published my first article on Medium, and they really make it simple for you. It's a great outlet. LinkedIn, Quora, Reddit. People use Reddit as a search engine, so don't sleep on Reddit. And it's also very addictive. It's almost as addictive as TikTok. So keep that in mind too. So you want to also, number 5, keep your data fresh and consistent. Regularly update information across all platforms. So as I went through these 5 steps, I want you to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 and tell me, which step do you think you could run with this week? So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Please put it in the chat and let me know what you think you could run with today with these quick wins. So Ann says 4, Jamie 1, Lisa 1, Venetia 4, Anise says I could do it all. Linda says 5, Rebecca says 2, Dee says 5. Ooh, this is going so quick. Michelle 4 and 5, Mark 1 through 5, Rosie all, Donna 4, Tara 2, Nicole 1, 2, and 3. Deanna 1, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Deanna or Dina? Silper says 1 through 5. Okay, awesome. So let's talk about 6 ways to structure content for AI. And if we want to do this the easy way, what can we tell our beloved GPTs, whether it's Claude or Chat GPT or Perplexity? If we want to write an article or put something into into our blog or create something and we have no clue, what could we do to make it very easy for ourselves? Put it in the chat, please. That's right. Give Chat GPT the content. Ask Chat GPT. So great. What I would put in, I would say, I want to write an article on on auto repair. And I want to make it structured so that it is GEO friendly. So these, oops, I got my thingies backwards, I think. So let me go backwards. Okay, so let's start with number 1 as a GEO strategy, Q&A format. So instead of saying we fix breaks, you're doing this, let's assume you might be doing something for your client. You want to structure it into a Q&A. Number 2, conversational language. Write the way people talk to AI. So for instance, who is the best travel advisor for Black heritage trips? If your content already answers this in plain terms, AI just might lift it. Then you want to use bullet points. So number 3 is structured data and bullet points. Top 3 reasons to work with us. Bullet, 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 or 1, 2, 3. Let's go to number 4, local and industry keywords and text. Don't just say we're a marketing company. Say Hopes Fulfilled is an AI and automation marketing company in Cincinnati, Ohio that helps small businesses and service providers streamline their marketing. AI looks for that content-rich specific statements. And then facts. By the way, Google search loves a great facts as well. So the FAQ section and how-to content. So for example, how do I automate my small business marketing? And then you put that answer. You can use AI tools like chatbots, automated emails, blah, 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 blah. Then the last one that we mentioned is authority signals. Link or mention being featured in media, directories, and trusted sources. So for those of us who have completed our AI consultant certification, we already are in the directory. So you want to create links in your articles that go back to that or mention it. So for instance, you want to prioritize businesses with citations and credibility markers. So for example, for me, as featured in the Cincinnati Black Pages and Chamber of Commerce. So here are some tools that you can use. For your audit and listings, oops, let me go back. You have things like Bright Local, Mo's Local, and Yext. I think for judging by the number of people who aren't really familiar with marketing, you don't necessarily need these tools at this point, and they do cost. So then we talk about content creation, Chat GPT, Jasper, ClearScope, and then for publishing, we have what I mentioned earlier, things like Medium, LinkedIn, and Quora. So I want you to do a quick test right now. I want you to ask Chat GPT, Perplexity, whatever GPT that you're using. I want you to put who offers and whatever your service is. And then I want you to put in and then whatever your city is. And I want to know if you were mentioned. Type 1 for yes and 2 for no in the chat. So we'll take out 2 minutes to do this. We'll get to 11:24. So go to your GPT of choice, and I want you to put who offers blank, which is your service, and blank, which is your city. And I want you to tell me if you're mentioned. D, you're funny. That's easy for me too. I have no business yet. Okay, you will. Anise says 2, still in CERT training. Okay. It says, would we be mentioned if we have training the AI for others turned off? Yes. Website in process. Carla Jones says, I am. Carla, what do you, tell me what you plugged in. What are you doing in what city? Not mentioned. We need to do something about that. Letitia says no. Rosetta says yes. That's awesome. Okay, so I see people are still answering. It's 11:24. I'll give it about 30 more seconds. Rosalind says she's not listed, only 3 companies in LA. No. Kimberly, yes. Mark, no. Venetia, no. Bobby, just getting started. That's great. Now you know how to get started. Nicole says no. Carla, oh, okay. Who offers accreditation consulting for beauty schools in Atlanta? That's awesome, Carla. Stephen, no. Tanita, no. Michelle says, I'm not listed in my town. We'll work on this. It comes up for SEO, but not yet for GEO. Yep. Same for me. Same for me, Michelle. So I have work to do. But again, guess what? We're the groundbreakers. So if we're not getting listed, guess how many other people aren't getting listed? So Kimberly says other companies are mentioned in surrounding cities. Mine is not mentioned in my suburb. Okay, Tanita, you said Donna Davis comes up for Columbia. Could you explain a little bit more? Anise says, this is so overwhelming, but crazy exciting. Oh, okay. You said she is, okay, for Columbia. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tanita. Okay, so let's go on to the next checklist. And I want you guys to screenshot this slide because this is your GEO, this is your simple GEO checklist. So you want a consistent NAP, which is your name, address, and phone number, which should be identical across all platforms. I recently, as I went through the accreditation process with this program, I kind of settled into another name, so I had to go back and change my name on my website, LinkedIn, Google, my Google business profile, GBP, I had to change that. So then, which leads to number 2, you need to complete your Google business profile. You need to do weekly updates. Keep your content fresh with regular updates. And then you want AI-friendly content published. And you want positive reviews flowing in. So you want to actively request and respond to customer feedback. So once again, if everybody could take a screenshot and you could just look at that, that'll give you, you could even post it in your office and just make sure you do something every week because it's not, oh, and it's not a fast process. It's not a fast process. It's a slow process. So you're looking at realistically 60 to 90 days before anything changes. A miracle if it's 30. So let me know if that happens. So what everybody wants to know, let me play my drum roll. How can I use my AI certification to make a profit? So here are 4 ways that you could use your AI certification to make a profit offering GEO services menu for AI consultants. So you could do an audit. Basically, that's a quick test to see if the business shows up in AI search, Chat GPT, Gemini, Perplexity, etc. So your deliverable is a report and recommendations. Pricing $150 to $500 or whatever you want to price it at. That's up to you, but these are just suggestions. A GEO optimization package. That is a restructure the website and content so AI engines can read and recommend the business. So your deliverables, you're going to give them a fact section, Q&A content, keyword rich updates, authority signals, and that's a one-time price. And realistically, you could charge between $1,500 to $5,000. But again, that pricing is up to you. The next one is GEO monitoring and updates. And what is it? Ongoing testing to ensure visibility in AI generated answers. So the deliverables are you can do monthly checks, updated prompts, content refresh, and reporting. Pricing $500 to $2,500 per month. Then number 4, you have the premium retainer, which is for like an enterprise or a multi-location business. And what is that? That's full GEO integration and ongoing content and AI positioning strategy. And your deliverables are GEO optimization across multiple platforms, analytics, and consulting calls. Pricing for that, $5,000 to $10,000 per month. So the question is, why offer GEO now? We don't really have a lot of competition. It's easy to stand out. You have quick wins, clients see results fast, and you have recurring revenue. Monitoring and updates equals ongoing contracts. So once again, how are you going to train yourself? You're going to work on your own, and you're going to record it, and you're going to record your results. Oh, let me go back. Everybody take a screenshot of that, please. Take a screenshot if you have not done so. Okay, well, okay, so we have a lot of time left. So what I would like to do is, let me go to the chat. I see a lot of going on in the chat. Okay, so Michelle said she specifically asked Perplexity about her company name and the city, it came up with correct information. Okay, Donna, thank you for thanking Tanita for shouting you out. Venetia, how do you treat with more than one business? I would assume, the question is, are all of your businesses in one location or are they spread apart? Because if they're spread apart, you just Google them separately. It gets a little bit more complicated when you run a lot of businesses out of one particular place which leads me, I'm glad you asked me that, which leads me to something else. I have a friend who had that issue. He shares a building with different businesses. He could not claim his listing because someone else had already claimed that listing for that particular address. And so let me give it some more context. He's a realtor. So someone, and so, it's a bunch of different realtors that are under the same name and location. So in that particular instance, Google only allows one person to claim it. I don't know the way around that because I really don't know, but that's a very good question. So Anise says, I have these things done for our other business, RV Resort, but have to do the GEO there. The AI business consulting, I have work to do, but in training and working on it. Okay. Mark said he asked chat to give him a 30-day plan and it did. Anise says, love this. Dr. Tanya, thank you. I just completed my Google profile and waiting to be verified. Nina says, this is a really nice breakdown. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tanita. Well, D, it'll be on replay. Rosie, thank you. Yep, it'll be posted. GEO, Carla, stands for Generative Engine Optimization, which is similar to SEO, search engine optimization, except we're focusing in on getting in on chat, on the GPTs and being found on the chat GPT. Okay, so Mark says you create mini addresses. Mark, and I'm assuming this is for if you have one business, like a realtor with a bunch of realtors in there. Let's see. Anise says you can register more than one business page as a separate listing on Google Business Page. We moved our PIN and it was a different service and it allowed it for EV chargers, but I need to check again for GEO and see if they both show. Danielle says you can definitely claim the same address. They just send extra verification steps, such as a video recording of yourself working at the location with obvious proof. That is true, Danielle, because I have a couple of businesses. You're right. Rebecca says, I know the way around. The business didn't list the property as a commercial address to be able to list other addresses under the same one. I'm opening a virtual address business. Okay. Mark, what is AEO? So Rosalind says, my address is a UPS store because I work from home. Will I be able to claim on Google? I would imagine so. You have that suite number. That's a great question. Can somebody for sure answer, Rosalind? I'm just speculating. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, for those of you who want to get a freebie, so I created a GPT and it's called the GEO audit. And I would really appreciate if you guys give me some feedback on that. You could give me feedback and you can just contact me personally, put it in our Facebook group. But what you need to do to grab your free downloadable GEO checklist is to go to the tiny URL or scan this QR code. So it's tinyurl.com/GEO-freebie. Once you get in, I want you to complete the feedback form. Once you complete the feedback form, I'm giving you a digital download GEO guide, which I'm selling on Etsy. So I do have a guide that I'm selling on Etsy, and you can also have the link to my GEO audit. But what I would like to do right now is go out of here, and I want to show everyone who does not know how to use the GPT, how to set up your Google business profile if you haven't done so. Okay, so everybody can see my screen. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. And the screen should be Hopes Fulfilled Ltd. Limited AI and Automation Solutions, your business on Google. Okay, good. So everybody can see my screen. Okay, so the other thing that you could do, I want you, if you don't have your Google business profile or don't know how to locate it, I want you to go into Google Business Profile Login. So if you can see it up here, Google Business Profile Login, and you can Google it. And you could sign in if you already have one, or you could get your business on Google for free. So you can go into here, put your email in, and then it's going to walk you through setting up your business. So I want everybody to, at least who does not have a Google business profile, to actually do that. If you already have a Google account and you want to just check, for those of you, this is your, what we call a waffle, those 9 dots next to your picture. You click on that and you'll see this little house, and that's your business profile manager. So you got a couple of ways that you could get to your Google business profile. So you click on that, and as you can see, it pulls up mine, and it has all of mine in a group. But let me go back to this. So what you can do, once you pull it up online, and one way it came up is on here through the maps, and then here's the other way that it'll come up. So your Google business profile is on the right hand side of the page if you specifically look up your business. So I did add a couple of things yesterday. I added that picture that you saw at the beginning of my presentation, and it hasn't come up yet. They're reviewing it. And you have your, it basically walks you through everything that you need to do. So I'm going to come back off of that. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. So I'm going to go back to my presentation here. Let's see if I can find it. So I'm just going to go back here. We still have a little bit of time. Was everybody able to access their freebies? Please type a 1 in the chat if you were able to access your freebies.
Do you want to demonstrate how you would use your GPT?
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying, do you want to demonstrate how they can use your GPT?
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Rosalind says you don't have good Google business profile in your waffle. You have Google Workspace. I have both. I don't know why it's not showing up. But again, if you don't have a Google business profile, just go ahead and type the email address or search for, put Google business profile login so you can create one. Mine says it still needs additional information. Yeah, it wants as much information as you can get. I wouldn't super stress out over it. Just put in information consistently. Once a week, put in some information. So, Jamie, all you need to do is, if you want to check and see if your business comes up on GEO, just type in something like in like Chat GPT, who offers whatever your service is in whatever city you're in. Okay? Deborah, you used the QR code, you completed the survey but did not receive the gift. Put a 1 in the chat if you didn't receive your gifts. So the GEO is basically yes. Yep. Oh wait, I forgot what that meant. So Don and Tanita and Colette, are you saying that you did not get your guide or the link to the GPT? If so, okay, give me a second. Let me go out of this.
Hey guys, when you fill out the form, when you submit it at the last page that comes up, that's where the links are. So you're not gonna get it to your email. When you submit the form, the tiny URL form at the GEO freebie, the last page is gonna have the links to it. So it works. Hope.
Okay. Okay, good.
Now let me,
So,
can I just share my screen
sure.
to show them that? Just doing it quickly again. Because sometimes when people submit the form, they forget to look that there's something there.
Okay.
So always remember to look that there's text there to look at. Let me just punch in my info again. I'm just putting some dummy info in Hope. So when you get that just
Okay.
ignore it. Just ignore that info, because you're gonna get my submission. Let me just put that in. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen to show them what they are supposed to see. Okay. All right, so here, where you see it says feedback, GEO, the new SEO, that's the last page that comes up once you submit the form. Did you guys see that? Right? Okay, so there are 2 links there. As you see here, thank you for completing the survey. And then this is the GPT that Hope is talking about. All right. So Hope, can you show us how you would use that GPT?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
So
so let
I'm
me
putting a
stop
link
my
in the chat as well. I tried to make it as simple as possible. So the first thing it asks you, it says, oh, wait 1 second. Let me
share your
share my,
screen again, Hope.
yep, I
Yeah.
gotta go back
I'm
and share
sorry,
my
I
screen.
took it. Yes,
Okay,
we
put
see.
a 1 in the chat if you could see my screen.
Yes,
GE,
we see it.
oh, okay, GEO Auditor Pro. Okay, no need. So basically it comes in and it's GEO Auditor Pro. You can do it 1 or 2 ways. You can hit start an art audit for, and you plug in your, I shouldn't have did that.
All right, just checking to see if you intentionally pause your screen, because
Oh
we're
no,
not seeing it. Yeah.
I didn't. I'm not even sure how it paused.
Do you see the Zoom toolbar?
Yes.
You see resume?
Oh, okay. That never
Yes, we
happened.
see it now.
Okay. So basically, I clicked on the one that had the first choice. You got 2 choices. And it tells you, because a lot of people don't know what GEO is, so it kind of gives you a little quick education. And then the thing that I asked you for when you determine if you're even mentioned who's the best blank in blank. So who's the best service in what city, and you plug in your information. So you're going to go through And you're going to just simply put in your your website address. So I also do have a travel agency where I do group trips. And I actually didn't do the GEO for this, but let's take a look. So it's long. It's not like it's a quick GPT. It's pretty long and it's pretty, gives you a lot of detail. So it talks about my quick wins. So it says the area, why it matters for GEO, and your easy first steps are your quick wins. Gives you an audit summary of what's working, where I could improve, effort versus impact. Talks about what we do next. So again, that official business name. Oh, so it wants more information. So it gave you a quickie overview, but then it'll ask you more information and it'll build your audit. So 1 through 7, those are the questions that you have to answer, and it will give your audit and it will score you using a 100-point rubric. And I'm just going to put continue anyway. So you can see that it is doing my audit even though I didn't put in all the other information, so you can bypass that. So is that a negative? Oh no, okay, I got a 58 out of 100 for my travel agency, which is very neglected, by the way, now that I'm doing this. So at least I have that. I'll work on that. So then it tells you, it asks you, let me know if you'd like me to build and deliver that now, which is the executive summary, prioritize recommendations, proof appendix, and a GEO report JSON for easy handoff. So that JSON thingamabob that is so popular now, that's just like the coding for the information. And that's pretty much it. So you also, for those who this might be a little intimidating, the downloadable checklist is great. Okay, yeah, so great. Let me see. Queen Jet says, for some reason, my like for this GEO just opened a normal window for the chat. I do not see that for your link. Did you, I put a link in the chat. Did you try that one? Don says, where do you put the JSON? So Don, for me, oh shoot, let me think. Like out, where do I copy it to? So sometimes, when you work on your website or whatever, you take the copy and you put it in your website. I don't necessarily do all of that. And I also have someone who actually does my websites for me, so we rarely use this. But I use it in high level. It's your code, but you don't necessarily have to use the code. You can just use straight up traditional words and wording. D, hold the top of the title down for a second and add to your sidebar. I'm not sure what that means. Can you put the GPT in the chat? I'll put it in the chat again. It's already in there, but I will put it in here again. Oh, D said I was helping someone else. Okay. Okay, well, I am officially done. Again, if you want to reach out to me, feel free. You can reach out to me through Facebook, through my phone number, through LinkedIn. I'm going to stop my, well, let me here. Let's go back. You can see my last slide.
Well, Hope, thank you so much for a very interesting presentation. I know a lot of people did not know about GEO. I've never heard of it. And we really learned a lot. It was detailed. I saw a lot of people thanking you for taking the time to put together certain things for us to be able to know what to do when it comes to that. You introduced Google My Business to a lot of people as well. So we definitely learned a lot of new things. And remember, the replay will be available where you can rewatch and see what you may have missed. All right. The links will also be included with the recording. So thank you so much, Hope, for taking time out to come and share your knowledge with us. Hope is a certified AI consultant. So you're learning from one of the best. All right. So be sure to check out the replay and ask any questions in the group that you may need to